but we use a wealth planner to help us identify how to use the profit from the business to create assets that protect us personally.
Yeah, and just like Julian was talking about in the previous presentation, investing in real estate, okay, that's going to be a vehicle forever. Your kids and your grandkids and your great grandkids will be living off that, right? And also trust funds, you know, that's a whole nother different level of, we talk about what wills, wills, but trust funds, that's when you get up there and you're actually leaving like true wealth for your children and and to live off of. When you get old enough. But like you said, we don't plan on stopping until our bodies can't work anymore. Because when you love what you do,
It's not work.
it's not work.
It's not work. Yeah.
Right? I mean, and just think, years from now, you built your team. They're doing the work for you. Right?
No, I'm in construction, so I got to stop sometime.
Retirement looks
Yeah,
different.
but you're in construction, right? But you start a construction business, and then you have people who do construction working for you.
Right.
So that's how you do that. You flip that. I'm no longer the one doing the footwork. I'm just delegating, and I'm guiding those who are.
All right, thank you, kind sir. We're going to get another question. We're going to try to keep our answers up here like 30 seconds so we can get more people. Okay, go ahead, sir.
Once again, I'll be answering from Houston, Texas. My question to the panel is, how was it when you were transitioning to have support, like you stated, that you had to give up your child to your father, and you all had one another to rely on, and you had someone to rely on? How important is that, being able to have that support system?
So the question is, how important is it to have support as you're making that transition? Extremely important. Like extremely important, because you're going to want to give up. You could possibly lose funds. You could possibly go broke. Trying to decide whether or not you should let your son go to stay someplace else when you've had him all that time. Like, it's very difficult to become an entrepreneur. So without that support, that encouragement, it can be hard. It's very easy to want to go back. And I don't want to mess up this analogy, but I believe it's the reason why Harriet Tubman carried a gun, right? Like, it's going to be hard. People are going to want to go back, so you got to say, hey, you know what I'm saying? And that's what your support system is. They're that gun that says, nah, you said you're going to be an entrepreneur. You're breaking generational curses. You're going to change the legacies. You're going to be the first one in our family to do it. And so that everybody else can do it. So it's super important. Would you guys concur?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yes. We're going to get another question.
I'll make this real quick.
Okay.
Could you guys kind of speak to the pros and cons of partnership and investors in scaling a business?
Okay. Anybody want to take that?
I may have the most experience with it. Most of the companies that I work with try to bootstrap to profitability as high as they can before they bring in investors, only because you don't have full creative control and freedom and direction for the company. I'm always, quick story, I just got a proposition for a company to buy my company. Now, I've got a website, I do, things like that, but I never thought somebody would buy my company. And it wasn't until then where I realized, well, look, I need to get evaluation on my company to even have that conversation. So when it comes to partnerships and raising capital, I think you have to be very careful to not give up too much too early. But sometimes you don't even know what too much is, so you're going to have a legal team